Are you tired of mono red swinging for lethal on turn 3 in Standard? Lost to more flip to Johnnies than you can count in Historic? Well, have I got a format for you. Hey everybody, welcome back to another Magic Arena video. This is Magic Sven here, and you may have guessed it already, but we're playing some Alchemy today. Now, Alchemy, in my opinion, is criminally underplayed right now, and it is fun as heck. The window for cards is much smaller, so those Sunfalls you're sick of in Standard have rotated, but the digital cards keep the format feeling fresh and powerful. Those digital cards had a rough introduction, with Specialized being an especially confusing mechanic, but the Alchemy cards from the last few set have really all been pretty fun and interesting. And one banger is Naktamun Shines Again. This card pumps every creature with mana value 2 or less in your deck forever. Then in Chapter 2, it fetches one of those creatures and puts it right into play. And that's basically Tinker, folks. Chapter 3 gives those creatures flying, but we won't often hit that chapter, since once we get this card into play, the hope is we can bounce it again after Chapter 2. That lets us replay it, get the perpetual bonus again, rinse and repeat. We're bouncing it with a Pixie and Kirin, much like the standard decks, but we also have multi-format all-star Dedicated Dollmaker, which exiles a permanent and creates a token copy of that permanent. Dollmaker can reset our Naktamun, as well as hit an Overlord that's impending, and that makes it come back without the impending counters. Porcine Portent is the last digital card here. It's an adventure that exiles a creature in the first half, then conjures one of the 3 pigs cards onto the battlefield. There's a ton of enchantments in Alchemy, so the first little pig here is usually the one you get. So other than the digital cards, this is a familiar Pixie package that plays permanents like Hopeless Nightmare and Nowhere to Run to disrupt our opponent. Then we hope to bounce those permanents with our creatures and play them again. In my opinion, this is easily the best deck in the format, so let's take it on the ladder and see how it does in the Mythic ranks. Alright, so I like almost every hand with a Hopeless Nightmare on the play. We are missing white mana currently, so we need to draw a Swamp or a Plains to really get that going. But given we've got Nightmare and Momentum Breaker, and even like drawing a Swamp gives us white mana, I think this is a keep. Let's hold on to it. Hopefully they play something that makes Momentum Breaker good on turn 2. Might just run it out anyways. Make them discard. We've got lots of stuff to bounce them, so no concerns about running out of ways to kill creatures. They discarded Grenzo, which is a little concerning. And Storm Chaser's Talent. Okay, so this is a pretty popular deck too. We did draw the Swamp, so we are able to start disrupting our opponent a bit more. And I think I want to do that. I think I'm going to play Pixie Nightmare. Or maybe I just Dollmaker it. I think that might be a little better. Well, this lets us attack more easily. So let's Nightmare them down. And they might have Burn for my Pixie, so I don't get to attack with it that much, but I kind of feel like that's still worth it. They discarded this town. Land for opponent. I think they are playing red, yeah. They're gonna heist my library, sure. Yeah, heist is pretty good against this deck. Usually good matchup against mono red. I'm not gonna block that. Alright. So we'll play the Verge. Hit for 2. They definitely have something to do. I'm just gonna Kirin here. Could have Spell Pierce. Spell Pierce is legal. I think they're more likely to bounce. Heist me again, sure. That's fine. I'm just gonna whittle their hand down. Run them out of stuff. You can't heist lands, so they say. So, Hopeless Nightmare. Get you down another card, and it's a Weave the Nightmare. Pretty good. There's the red. Grim Bauble something, sure. Probably the Sunpearl. And Nowhere to Run. Okay, so they've killed all our creatures, but now what, you know? We still have 3 cards in our hand. They're going to have 0. Porcine Portent's pretty good. Let's play Sunpearl. Pick up the Nightmare. Play it again. And down goes the Weave. And it looks like they're thinking about sacking their Grim Bauble here. Do I want to block? No, I'll take one. I think I'm winning the race right now. Let's go to attacks. I don't think they have anything of note. Kind of just want to Dollmake the Nightmare, I think. Yeah, they're surveilling too. So their card in hand must be bad. They dumped this town and kept the other one. Take another 2. Archival Horror. Interesting. Him's not bad. It's kind of always good, you know. They drew a land, which is not very good for them. Yeah, it's going to be tough for them to get out of this one. We drew a Courtyard. So let's attack for 4. I think I'll just hold up my Porcine Portent. And returning an instant just finishes the game, and yeah, they couldn't catch up. We had way too many bounces of our Hopeless Nightmare, and our opponent just ran out of cards, exactly like we drew it up. Not a ton to do in this hand, but we've got Backstreet on 1 to find something, and we do have Momentum Breaker and Deep-Cavern Bat for disruption. This is a keep. Lead with the Backstreet. Backstreet's back. Dump a land for sure. Probably a Plains. Let's play our Backstreet. Overlord. Do I want Overlord? I don't think I do. This isn't as good without the Dollmaker. I got other things to do. Land, and they've got the Overlord. They hit a Pixie. Pretty good, pretty good. Alright, so we will Batcha. Let's see, do they have the Dollmaker? No. What's this do? Non-dragons get -X/-X. I think that's fine. Exile Graveyard, I don't care. Pixie feels like the most powerful thing to do, which is weird. Yeah, I think I just want to get rid of Pixie. They can do the dragon thing if they want. Never didn't have it, right? Never didn't have it. Okay. I think the momentum breakers are pretty good. If I dump the Dollmaker, maybe I dump second momentum breaker. Yeah, that seems fine. Drew another land. We're going to say you sacrifice. Attack for 1. This is now kind of a close call. If they draw land, then I'm sure they're just slamming their dragon. I think that's okay. I think the early damage matters, and it's pretty good to have these 2 cards in hand. So if they just tap out, I'll just make them discard 2 cards, and that'll be their entire hand. Dragon's interesting. I do like this card. I was trying it out in like a standard Dragons deck. Okay, so they did that for 1. That's not too bad. So let's play Breaker. Just start like chewing at their hand a bit. Not sure what they throw away here. Alright, hit them. Engines are really going up there. Yeah, I kind of thought that might happen. Pick up the Nightmare. Play Overlord. Okay. What do we get back? Pixie. Alright, so I'm going to play Sunpearl, return the Momentum Breaker here. And we got Bat. Let's take a look. Day of Judgment, what is going on? What's better, Day of Judgment or the Nightmare? If they draw a land next turn, Day is very good. I think I gotta take the Day. We attack for 2. They block, which is not too surprising. I think they should block here. They're the ones with Day of Judgment, you know. And they got Overlords. I don't know if I want to play either of these cards yet. So they've got Pixie and they've got Nightmare, so they can just donk all my cards next turn if they want to. I'm sure they'll want to. Okay. So we play Momentum Breaker. Yeah, we're in a tough spot. We dump the Overlord. Makes sense. Nightmare, lose our last card. Pixie, pick up the Nightmare. Recast the Nightmare. It's fine by me, but the Overlord comes out. Ah, we're shining. Okay, that's a good draw. I think I'm racing now, honestly, which feels weird. Yep, that's okay. What else? Oh, Dollmaker on the other Overlord. Oh, that's so good. What do we get back? Dragon? Oh, those were a couple really good draws. Okay. Probably get Dollmaker now. Pixie, sure. No blocks. Drew land. Sunpearl. At this point, we're getting this card. Let's shine again. I don't know if I've got outs here, though. I can attack for 2. I can attack for a lot in the air, and I'm at max speed. I can take 10, go to 8. If I take the 10 from these two, they can pixie me one more time. So that's 12. This gets me to 10, 13. 13 damage. So I think I want to attack with my bat. Bat gets in. Go to 9. Pass the turn. Land is good. For me. Let's see what else I can get. Dollmaker and Flanker. They're not going to be casting those. Looks like they're going to cast the Nightmare. Resolves. Now we attack everything. Okay. They got a Pixie. That's good. So we pass to blockers. Block. Block. Sack this. Go to 11. We're at 1. Pixie out. Now they've got 2 blockers. We draw drawing more lands. Dollmaker. Is there any reason to push anything back? Anything else out? I don't think so. So, if we attack with everything, they block 2 of them because they have to. We're at 1, we can block 1. We lose to the Nightmare. No, we don't lose to the Nightmare. Block, block, block. I think we attack with just the bat. They take it. Go back to 5. Pass the turn. Nightmare. Yeah, they can just swing out now, I think. They've got Hopeless Nightmares in the bin, so... no good. Unfortunately, I think we just got too many Nightmares too quickly to really stop things here. I guess what happens if I don't attack with everything? Yeah, maybe I just made a mistake here. What if I had just not attacked with everything? Kept everything back. Could have blocked the Pixie. No, then I would have just lost to the Hopeless Nightmares, so... I think what I did was good and correct. But they just got off to a faster start with more Nightmares than us, unfortunately. And they kind of seem like they were set up to maybe beat a mirror match. I don't know, some of these cards I feel like are a little suspect. I don't think Flanker's very good. I had Mischievous Lookout in my initial list, but cut it. And Day of Judgment here kind of seems strange to me. But, I mean, what can you say? Lost that one, let's move on. Got a bunch of disruption in this hand. We've got the Nightmare, the Bats, and the Momentum Breakers, Dollmaker. I think this is a really good hand. Should be able to disrupt what our opponent is doing pretty well. Opponent keeps 7, so will we. So will we. Up against Ashiok here. They are on red, it appears. Heartfire Hero. Now, mono red does not seem to be as exciting in the Alchemy meta. You'd be surprised how much being a 0/1 hurts this card. The thing it does get in this is like Brave Meadow Guard, so you're making more like actual cards to go in your hand, or more mouse synergy, I'd say. We'll play the Bleachbone Verge here. And I'm just going to Momentum Break them. Sacrifice a mouse, please. They got rid of the Meadow Guard. I'm not sure which one's better, honestly, between the two. There's the Might. Attack for 2. You can do any pump spells? Dreadmaw's Ire, sure. 4. They might fling at me? No, they're not. Okay. This is first time each turn. Attacking creature. Let's go to second main. See what happens. What if I just Momentum Break? I think they've got the spell that puts out a 2/2 when they dies. That's okay. I don't mind that. Yep, so turn inside out. Hit me with the 5-ball. And make a 2/2. Totally fine. Alright, I'm going to play Pixie. Planning to block this turn. I think I return Hopeless Nightmare here. It's a little more mana efficient. If I don't draw land, I can do Nightmare plus something. Brave Meadow Guard. Might of the Squeak. +1/+0 and draw. That's fine. Let's get Trample. Yes. Like I said, I'm definitely blocking. Looks like they still have something else. Burn spell for my Pixie, sure. You got it. Take the 3. Now we should be able to start putting this one away. We know where to run. Maybe here. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Then we Dollmaker this Momentum Breaker. And all their creatures are gone. We get to play a Deep-Cavern Bat, which has lifelink. And looks like they've got a burn spell for the Dollmaker. Oh, okay. They're just going to cycle that, sure. I think they must have a mountain. But we're going to make them discard it anyways. Indeed. I'll just play the Dollmaker. It's not like that good, but it does have lifelink. Don't want to play the Nightmare yet. They might draw a pump spell. And shock on my bat, sure. That's not shocking. So I'll play Bat again. See what you got. Hit you for 2. Pass the turn. I might crack a Momentum Breaker here, even though it doesn't give me like the full 4 life. Sure. And Heartfire Hero. You got it. Let's say do that. Courtyard's pretty bad here. Let's attack. Play the Courtyard tapped, pass the turn. They drew land. See, and again, like, the 1 power is, like, sort of making a difference here. Not, like, a huge difference, but enough that, like, that was 1 damage. That did not happen. These cards are great. I think I just leave them exactly like that. Attack. Bam, bam. We play Overlord. Full on 5/5. They don't really have, I think, a way to get out of this at this point. Let's take Pixie. It's just the least amount of mana. They have a pump spell. I mean, I'm still going to block. Manifold Mouse. Like, this is a double striking 1/1. Let's play Backstreet, dump the land, just attack with everything. Take a Dollmaker. Sure. It's totally fine. So we're going to put the damage onto this mouse. Not kill the Heartfire Hero. Pick up the Nowhere to Run. Don't need to take damage if we don't need to. -3, -3. Deals damage equal to its power, which is -2. I should gain 2 life, I think. But that's just me. Emberheart Challenger. Yep, no blocks, and that should be the game. We are going to attack with our creatures for lethal damage. Yep, got him. Yeah, I think our matchup against Mono Red is just, like, so good. The ability to kill little tiny creatures over and over and over again is just something that's really hard for them to overcome. So this matchup usually plays out something like this. Great hand, lots to do. We got good mana. Could use 1 more land eventually, but we will find it. Let's go. Opponent mulliganing. Could you ask for a better start? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I can get pretty greedy sometimes. Let's get Surveil land going on. Let's put that in the graveyard. It'll be good for when we play this on turn 2. If we play it on turn 2. And they're playing this, so we probably will. Well, I don't know. I'm just not that afraid of that card. Let's just get our Overlord going. Nice, Dedicated Dollmaker. That's the Wombo combo. See what they follow this up with. Soothsayer, sure. Don't mind that too much. So let's play Verge, Bauble, kill the bunny. No, kill the Soothsayer. Play Dollmaker. Blink the Overlord. We got 2 Sunpearls, so we'll take one of those back. Against these decks, you kind of want to hit your nowhere to runs. Or not nowhere to runs, your Hopeless Nightmares. Because the scary card over there is the 4-mana sorcery that brings all their creatures back. Raise the pass, there it is. Yep. And they agree, we're going to take that, and then we're just going to kill every creature they play for the rest of time. Plus, they're also stuck on 2 mana, it appears, so I think this one was definitely looking like a win for us, so not surprised the opponent packed it in. This hand's a little on the clunky side, but I think we're going to roll with it. Let's apply some magic. Okay, we got a Thundering Falls, so this is probably like the Prowess deck. Lead on a Courtyard here. I think... I don't really want to see the artifact. I don't really want to see... I mean, we didn't see anything, so that's interesting. We're going to play Overlord here. If they have Counterspell, that's okay, I think. If they don't, that's also pretty good. Get our Pixie back. They definitely have something. Maybe just some ops. I kind of feel like we're going to see Artifact into Spell. Artifact being Corey Steelcutter. The one that makes a monk, the new one. Oh, 3 colors. Pearl of Wisdom. Interesting. Okay, well, I don't really know what they're doing, so I'm just going to play Naktamun Shines Again. Get my engine going. Another Thundering Falls. I guess they're control. Well, they just dumped a Prowess Otter. I mean, you got to get on the board at some point here, right? A Momentum Breaker. Let's see what we can find. Bat. This is good. This will give me a lot of insight here. I'm sure they have creature removal, but just taking a look at their hand is just about good enough. There's the Shanty. I kind of like bouncing this here. Keeps their intensity lower. They got another burn spell, fine. They've got Burst Lightning. They got a lot of Burst Lightning in this town. Okay, that's fine. So we're going to play Backstreet. Surveil a land away, and then we'll play Pixie, pick up our Shines Again. And, like, they can burst both our guys, but it's fine. We've got this coming down again, Overlord online soon. They drew a Storm Chaser's talent, which is pretty good. They're probably just going to burst these guys. That's, I think, probably the thing to do. Oh, they just leveled up. Okay. Getting back Pearl of Wisdom. Interesting. I guess I'm going to play Bat now. Take, what, Pearl? Or this town? I guess I take Pearl. It's just pretty efficient. And I'll play Shines Again. Swinging for a lot of damage now. We are at the point where this is a lot of damage. Overlord comes down next end step. And they're going to have to start bouncing my creatures, but that's pretty bad. They could double burst lightning a bat or something like that. Or they could just pack it in. Fair enough. I think we were going to win that one. If they had a shot, it would be a real grind, and I think I still have the win over them. Say they drew a land this turn, like, you can start bouncing Storm Chaser and, I don't know, Bat, I guess, and then, like, double shoot the Pixie. I don't know. It would have been a slog, and I don't think they would have got there, so probably a wise concession there. Up first with a good hand, we got a Pixie, we got some Overlords to kick us off here. We're going to keep it, we're going to play our Bleachbone Verge. First things first here. Follow it up with an Overlord. Okay, looks like this is the green ramp deck. The Portent should be pretty good. Momentum Breaker should be pretty good. Gonna need to draw that third land, though. Oh, luckily it wasn't in the top 4. Do I want Bat? I think I want Bat. And down we tick. We go land, go. Sure. Alright, well, I'll go Bat and see what you got going on over there. Archdude's Chime. Yeah, so it's a lot of ramp. This searches for a creature. I think Trailblazer's just too good. If I was them, I think I'd plot this next turn, then try and go off with something good following that. Number of lands you control, shuffle 4. Yeah, that's fine. There's our land. So we're gonna go Shines Again. Start getting stuff online here. Yeah, drawing the third land, definitely very good. I don't know what that is. Whenever one of them... So this really does a lot of stuff. Six, 6. This looks like the perfect target for a Porcine Portent? Lend a ham, whatever. Alright, 6 is a lot, but it's also, like, fine. This doesn't trigger again, but they are ramping pretty crazy. Dedicated Dollmaker comes down. I think I want to just blink this. And I could break some momentum here. Or I could just exile it. They've got a good amount of mana next turn. I don't have much I want to pick up with the Pixie right now. Let's do Momentum Breaker. And then do it again, I think, and make them discard something. She'll probably be a land. Don't think they have anything they can do here, right? Yeah. I could Overlord. Or I could Momentum Break. They just discard the cavern. Maybe that's okay. Maybe it's not. Let's just do Overlord here and attack. Get back, I think a Pixie. Kirin is good with flying, but we are a little tight on our mana, so let's attack for 3. The impendingness happens. If they want to attack with their World Wagon, I will just... Oh, sure. I think I'm fine with that. It feels a little late. This is a crew 4, so if they play this kicked, they're still not able to do anything with it. Pick my poison. And they get their Trailblazer back, sure. Are they going to cast it or do the other thing? They're just going to cast it. Now, if you want to attack with that World Wagon, I will block. I will be happy to block. They could cast this, but it doesn't do anything anymore. Alright, yeah, let's break momentum. They could crew. Maybe they should have. But whatever. Attack. I'm just going to pass. Overlord online. And I'll play Sunpearl at the end of the turn. Pick up a momentum breaker. Sure. Feels like they drew a creature if this is what's happening. They're specifically tapping dinosaur mana. Okay, Savage Stomp goes into hand. Or naturalize, I guess. They could naturalize the Overlord. Savage Stomp, sure. Put a +1 on it. Fights target creature you don't control. Sure. So we are going to bounce the Overlord. Looks like we're crewing. I'd still block this. Does it have trample? No. Yeah, I'm totally fine blocking these guys. Like, I don't want to take 9. And I've got so many, like, dorky flyers that it doesn't matter that much to me. Play the land. Avatar, sure. The Avatar. Okay, I think I want to get rid of this. I can pretty freely attack once I do. So the only way I can do that is with Porcine. But I don't need to do it yet. I think I just want to make some dolls here. Get the next Overlord in the stack down. Sunpearl. I think Sunpearl has a little more utility here. Swing out. Probably blocking. Nope, they're not. Okay. We have started our engines for sure. Yeah, I can just double block this too. It doesn't really make a big difference. Yeah, and they're done. They drew a land, and that's kind of the problem with these ramp decks. I mean, the ramp in this deck is incredible. Like, you can get so many lands so very fast, especially with this card. But yeah, it does kind of peter out if you can deal with their big threats. So nice, we got the win, and I think we saw just about all the major decks in the format. Awesome. As always, playing Alchemy was a blast. The games felt interactive and decisions matter, which is something the other formats have just been lacking for me recently. As for the deck itself, I think there's no question that it's the best deck in the format. We saw pretty much all of the archetypes I'm accustomed to. We dodged artifacts, but that's about it. And the only matchup we lost the whole time was the mirror. The deck is just so fun to play too. There's nothing like Naktamun Shining Again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this foray into a different format. If you liked the video, remember to subscribe to the channel. But in any case, I will see you in the next one. Take care all.